My next guest has been making history on the basketball court ever since she could dribble. She earned a full ride scholarship to the University of Wisconsin and was later inducted into the university's Hall of Fame. She spent 6 seasons as a star in the WNBA, and now she's the first ever Black female head coach for a men's college basketball team. So cool. Tamara Moore, can you hear me?
Hello.
So, well, congratulations. This isn't the first time that you've actually made history in the game. You've done that a few times, right?
Yes, a few times, stemming all the way back to high school. Actually started in the game. So in high school, they had this thing called the Inner City All-Star Classic, where it was a boys' all-star game, and there wasn't a girls' game. So they kind of were like, Tamara, we're sorry, we don't have a girls' game, but would you want to play with the boys? And of course, I want to play with the boys. So that was the first time. And then also, I actually was the first woman in Minnesota to ever play on a semi-pro men's team. So a couple of firsts, but for me, the best out of all the firsts is this job at Masabi. So I'm glad I'm able to do it and break down some of those barriers.
Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. I don't know. I feel like you're like just the most powerful woman. I'm very honored to get to interview you. How long have you been coaching men's basketball?
So I've been coaching for about 10 years in general. I started coaching girls in 2009, but then in 2016, I actually had the opportunity to start my own semi-pro organization called Twin Cities Elite. It was something that I wanted to do because I know for me, there wasn't a lot of opportunities for these guys to actually have those opportunities. So maybe out of high school, they didn't get a college scholarship, or they didn't get drafted to the NBA, or have the chance to play in the G League. So for me, I wanted to use my platform to kind of give these guys a chance, and I've been coaching for the last 4 years. And from there, I actually established an actual full semi-pro league now that has 40 teams across the country. So it's something that's been great. I'm excited about just everything that's happening, and now I'm moving on to Masabi, where I'm going to be coaching the young men in college.
It's incredible. You're now head coach at Masabi Range College. You were talking about in your home state of Minnesota. So how did you land that job, and how incredible does that feel that it's your home state,
It's so awesome. It's like somewhat of a needle in a haystack type of a story. Mm-hmm. So what happened was one of my high school players, Serena Pousson, was actually being recruited for volleyball at Masabi. Their coach, Coach Sarah, contacted her, and come to find out, Coach Sarah actually worked at my high school 20 plus years ago. So we got to reunite. We talked on the phone, and I kind of made a joke to say, hey, if you guys ever have any coaching jobs open, let me know. She was like, well, tomorrow we might just have one. So she contacted me. I applied for the men's coaching job, and within the process, obviously with COVID, it took about a month. But once I got to the point where after all the interviews, from there, it really came down to they hired me, and history was made.
So you're also currently the only female head coach of a men's basketball college team. How do you feel knowing you're continuing to make history in this sport? That's incredible.
Yes, and the crazy part about it is that for me, as far as the opportunity presenting itself, during the time of when it presented itself, it just makes it more of an honor. I kind of try to do some research. I really want to pay homage to the women, even before me, the Becky Hammonds, who are in the NBA, the Swing Cashes. You even have the Teresa Witherspoons, who these are women I got a chance to play with and against, and to know that they started the process of breaking down the barriers. But on top of it, knowing that what we're going through right now in the world, I'm from Minnesota. We all know, we all saw the video of what happened to George Floyd and everything that we're doing with, the injustices and police brutality. I think it changed the dynamic of the story, which makes it even more exciting, because right now my team is 99% African-American. So with me being a female, African-American female coach, it's like, it's the perfect time for this history to be being made. And I'm just excited that it's me, and I'm looking forward to the tall task and see where we go from there.
Yeah, I love that. You're such a great human. Well, Tamara doesn't know this, but we have one of her biggest fans zooming in next. We'll find out who it is and what he has to say after the break. Tamara has spent a lot of her career mentoring aspiring athletes, including our next guest. In fact, he's one of the newest members of the Masabi Range College basketball team, and he's here for a segment we call Thankful.
Thankful, so thankful.
All right. You ready, Tamara?
Yes.
All right. Michael, are you there?
Hey.
Oh, well, I have Tamara here too. You want to say hey?
What's up, T?
Hey, just so you guys know, that's actually also my brother.
No,
So
I know this.
why didn't you tell me? You are. This is the first time you've ever kept a secret.
Okay. Well, there's a reason for it. So, Michael, you've known Tamara since you were a kid, right?
Yeah, her mom is actually my foster mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's over 20 years older than me, but she's like my best friend. And it was actually her that kind of strayed me away from my past. You know, I used to steal and stuff, but it was because of her and her storytelling. She gives good stories. And about her uncle and how he used to steal and stuff. And the one time that he didn't steal, it cost him his life, and I did not want that for me.
Yeah.
So I picked up a basketball, and she was the one who guided me.
Oh my gosh. So, Michael, I understand you're going to be playing for Tamara's team, right? How did that happen?
I was actually coming home from work, and she was like, "Hey, bro, I got this coaching job. I know you just graduated. Do you want to play?" And from the moment she said that, I was like, "Yes." And for her to recognize me it's truly a beautiful thing. I'm glad to be a part of Wasabi Range College.
Tamara, so what has it been like to see Michael go from heading down, like you said, the wrong road to a college basketball player? That's amazing.
It's super awesome, and the part that he's leaving out is actually his journey was supposed to be the Air Force. You know, our family was like, okay, you're not really living up to your potential, and we feel like you have something special. So my mom kind of was like, you know what, we're gonna, after high school, you're gonna go into the Air Force. And I said, okay. When this job presented itself, I begged my mom. I'm like, please let me take him with me. Let me. He has really earned it, and you see how hard he's smiling right now. So he really earned this opportunity. But I'm going to try my best not to put so much pressure on him as a family member. But he knows no matter what, coach role, family role is two different things, and I'm ready for him to be successful, and I'm excited to be a part of the next steps in his journey.
So, Michael, have you told your teammates what to expect from Tamara as a coach?
Some of them do know her, but the ones that don't know her yet, just be prepared to work your butt off. Give 110% of everything you do.
So, Michael, you have something you want to tell Tamara, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
First of all, I just want to say that you deserve this tea. You deserve the world on a silver platter. And I just want to thank you for being a hardworking person to never give up and never give up on me. And I just want to thank you for being a loving sister, a loving best friend, and now a coach at Wasabi Range. And there's nothing more that I can wish for. You are helping me live in my dreams one day at a time. So thank you.
Who is this guy?
I love this. I'm crying. I'm fine. How does that feel? Because I know you're a coach, but I know you also believe in that mentoring, and I know you also believe in the bigger picture of it as well. Like, how does this make you feel?
Coming from him, this is like the first time that I've kind of seen this side of Michael. He really he doesn't. We talk a lot. We are always together. And I've known him, and I've been around him for the last 10 years. He moved with us when he was around 8 or 9. My mom adopted him 4 years later, and to see the growth, not even just in his height, because I've always been kind of taller than him. Now he's big. But I just think to myself, like, these are the type of things that make me happy with anything that I've ever went through in my life that might have been negative. Just that right there is why I do this, and it's going to continue to make me and help me continue to move forward.
Yeah. All right. Well, what an incredible bond y'all have. Thank you so much, Tamara and Michael. Good luck in the upcoming season. I'm going to be watching some sports ball now. Watch out, Wasabi. I'm going to show up at a game whenever we can do anything in this vicinity of other humans. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. Please don't make me keep going.